There's this page on Lichess. It's lichess.org/opening. And the other day, I searched for Eric. I was curious if there's any openings named after Eric. And then the openings that came up were the Frederico, and then a few openings with the phrase American. I discovered it's just searching for the string Eric. So any word that contains the string will show up. So it turns out there's three openings that have the term American in it. There's a Nimzo-American variation in the Sicilian. There's a Stan Gambit American attack, and there's the American attack against the Sicilian Taimana. So I made a study on Lichess with these three openings, and I thought I would show them and then try and get some games in them. Maybe entitled Tuesday, maybe against viewers. Let's start with the most dubious one, which is the American attack against the Dutch. And I did some brief analysis earlier, but I really haven't dug in like so deeply to these openings. So I think I'll give an overview of all three, and then I'll try and get some games in them. So the American attack against the Dutch, of course, we start with d4 f5, and then it comes from a strong gambit, e4. Almost everyone takes. Now the main move by far is knight c3, at least in master level play. Actually, the American attack has never been played in master level play. But the American attack is not knight c3, it's knight d2. And it's just kind of a dubious opening, embodying the culture of American fast food. Very dubious to consume too much of. But it's interesting at least. White hits the pawn. Most people will play either knight f6 or d5, at least on Lichess. And then the idea is to play f3 and get some kind of maybe Black Mardimer type gambit, where if black takes, which most people do, and then takes. And I was analyzing this earlier, that if black like plays a setup, let's say e6, bishop d3, white can castle and then potentially go for queenside attack. It actually looks like somewhat playable. The engine doesn't like it. If you turn on the engine here, it says like minus 0.6. It says knight f6, and then after f3, d5. But I was analyzing this too, and here, this move c3, which is a top engine move I actually like, because it's very flexible, enables queen b3. And again, like most people do end up taking, and then takes, and then it's a game. There's also a line, like black can play e3 here, just shoving the pawn very far down, but then after knight c4, white can probably just win back the pawn, or d5, knight e5 even. And then white's going to achieve some nice kind of freedom and liberty with the pieces. So the goal is to make your pieces free, I guess, in honor of America. So moving on to the second one, American attack against the Sicilian. This is probably the most sound out of the three different American variations, but it's also a little bit questionable. It begins with an open Sicilian.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, yeah. Trying to stay true to today's theme. So this variation happens within the four knights and e6. So far, this is just called the four knights variation. Your boy Logie Bear says...
Streamer, it's your turn for my rotating sub once again.
Oh, hello, Raku. What does your boy Logie Bear say? Freedom, freedom. If you can't leave 'em, beat 'em. It's the 4th of July. We shall lie on the grass out back to expose our eyes to explosions in the sky. Yeah, eventually we'll get to the fireworks. We might see some fireworks from this opening, though. So the main move here is knight db5. And, okay, black has two main moves, but against bishop b4, white can play the American attack. And let's check master level, or master's database. Okay, the American attack has been played 26 times in the master's database. Knight d6. And at first this looks really good, but after king e7, black actually is okay here because the knight's attacked, and if we take the bishop, then black's just ahead in development, and we just spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves just to trade off our knight for a bishop that didn't move. And like even though white has a bishop pair, black will be fine. Engine slightly prefers black. So I thought if white's gonna play the American attack, we don't want to just surrender our knight. We want to attack, or at least defend first. So the move to play here is bishop f4, defending the knight. And then later we can attack because the main move is e5. And rather than moving the bishop, we counterattack. And then after king f8, the engine is a little bit confused. It just says it's equal.
Happy Independence Day, Eric.
Happy Independence Day. Amen. So after bishop d2, it's just kind of a wild position. And there's only been like 3 games, but white's never lost in master level play. On Lichess, black actually scores pretty well. But I was analyzing d5 earlier. And after d5, white can take and essentially offer the trade of knights. And most people take on f5, and after takes, bishop c4, the engine already prefers white. So this would be like maybe a viable opening to prepare at even a higher level. Of course, there's a lot of branches. Like there's bishop takes c3 first. And then if we take with bishop, then d5, there's also knight takes e4. This could get really crazy, like queen g4. This is where we see the fireworks. Where's my fireworks? Here's my fireworks. Okay. Took some time at the beginning of the stream to make this happen. Anyway, that's the American attack against the Sicilian. Mulhuz says, why not bishop d6 after knight d6? Oh yeah, bishop takes d6, we're very happy. Like takes, and black just surrendered the dark square bishop, and most of the pawns are on light squares, so we're just going to be dominating these dark squares, and this bishop's really sad. The engine should give, wow, already +2 for white. Knight b5 is maybe coming. Yeah, there's a big headache for black. It's that headache that you get when you can't sleep at night because there's so many fireworks. Even before the 4th of July, like the last few days, there's just been fireworks nonstop late at night. What to do? Okay, so the final American variation. The final one is probably the one I'm most excited about. It's also one I'm most likely to play in Title Tuesday because it comes from a variation I play at least the first few moves of. And I wasn't aware of the existence of this line until maybe earlier today when I actually started looking into it. So the American variation, or this is called the Nimzo-American variation of the Sicilian. It starts as an open Sicilian with knight c6, and after d4 takes, the move to make it the Nimzo-American variation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10th most popular move on Lichess. In Master's database, it's also pretty rare. Played 0% of the time. More like 0 point something percent of the time. But the move is d5. And this is also dubious, but it's interesting. Like it's a move that I think a lot of players just won't be prepared for. And we fight for the center. I was doing a bit of preparation earlier. Like the 2 most common moves people will play, maybe there's 3 most common moves. There's knight takes c6, which I think is fine for black. Like just take back. Like what's the point here? ed5. Oh, can we not take because bishop b5? Yeah, we'd have to take with queen. But this is playable. Especially if white takes, and like black's completely fine here. So the other 2 moves are bishop b5 and pawn takes pawn. And with bishop b5, there's a cool variation where we ignore this knight. Hey, it's Chess Dojo. What's up, Chess Dojo? If you're just joining, I'm showing chess openings named for America. And I'm showing now the Nimzo-American variation. And what I was just about to show, after bishop b5, white's attacking the knight twice. We don't defend, we just take the pawn. And the point is when white takes on c6, we first trade queens. And of course we can't take back because then we get forked. We can't play bishop d7 either because knight d4 defends a bishop. But we have the move here a6. And this is playable. Like the bishop's now attacked, knight's still attacked. And after bishop a4, we have bishop d7. And black is winning back the piece. And I did some pretty deep analysis based on the most common line, because most players will play knight c3. Black can take, 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 take. So it's a big trade. It's now equal material. And then there's this move f5. And then we just want to like expand, control more territory, maybe just like the American government maybe. And yeah, this is actually pleasant for black. Engine will maybe say white's slightly better, but after king e2, white's not really threatening to take because rook e8. So we can play knight f6 first. And then if takes, rook e8, let's say f4 and bishop d6, we're going to win back a pawn with more activity. So anyway, that's like a real quick synopsis of these 3 American openings. And my goal today is to play at least one of them in Title Tuesday. A few more seconds. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. We're going to play into the Sicilian American attack. But let's send a challenge. Here we go. Okay, so I need everyone to cooperate. If you don't cooperate, you might get banned or at least timed out. I do request that chat play into the Sicilian defense. So c5 here. All you need to do is type c5 in chat. There we go. Okay. got some chatters now. Hopefully this works. There's a moment of truth. Not sure how long it takes every move. Is it not working? Oh, it's working. Let's go. And then knight c6 or e6. It actually doesn't matter. Let's see which move is more popular. One vote for h5. Have to find that one person and ban them for the rest of time. 75 votes, nice. Okay, so now this move. You know what to do. Take the pawns. He takes d4. I think you have to write cx d4. Can I vote myself too? Oh, I can't. Oh, I could maybe mess up my opponent here. This is unrated. Okay, so now knight f6. It's going to be a 4-knight Sicilian. e6 is also playable. e6 could transpose. Okay, now knight c3. Now e6. So what do we call this? Like Taimanov? Some variation of Taimanov. 4-knight Sicilian. We're almost getting to the American attack. Get ready for it. I actually don't know like the history or the origin of why it's called the American attack. Now knight b5. And now bishop b4 is it's still theory. Like this move has been played at like top GM level. I'm gonna type bishop b4 myself. Okay, most people are following into this, which I do appreciate. And now, the next move makes the opening the American attack. Knight d6 check. And I showed this earlier, but now I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell what black should play here, because now it's a fight. This is where chat can be let loose and try and figure out the position for yourself. I think a lot of people maybe remember the move I showed earlier, or already maybe have a sense of what the best move is. King e7. Good job, chat. This is the best move. It's basically a forced bond cloud. Now bishop f4. And I only studied this like briefly before the stream. But let's see how people do. I'm going to try and like destroy black as quickly as possible. Destroy the however many 100 or 1,000 people who are watching and participating. Okay, now knight f5. Have fun deciding where your king should go. King e6 would be hilarious, but probably not recommended. A few people voting for king e6. King f8, good move. Now bishop g5. So this is still prep on my part. Only 4 votes for king e6. Should I get some fireworks? Actually, I don't have the fireworks in this scene. I have confetti, though. Not sure if this position calls for confetti just yet. The premature confetti. h6. h6 is actually like a reasonable looking move. If I take... Wait a minute, now I have to think. Maybe this and then g5 there. Okay, let's be careful. I have to be really careful here. Can I flip the board? I feel like if I were to flip the board, I should have done so earlier. But also, we're looking from the American perspective. So, I'm sorry. Next time I play chat, I'll have the board from chat's perspective. Oh yeah, you could like watch as an observer. 7 people are watching here. d6, not a bad move. All right, let's play bishop c4. Yeah, it's a really sharp position. Like black's lost casting rights, but knight is maybe a target on f5. Oh yeah, Chad is America's opposition. Earlier during Title Tuesday, someone was saying that I need to destroy the English opening in honor of the 4th of July. Turn the pieces red, white, and blue. Theme. Is there an American theme? What is this one? I could really mess with people here. We have the horsey. Okay, bishop b3 probably. Actually, I don't like my position here. I'll change it back to normal. Or, I mean, this is the closest we can get to American colors. Oh yes, my diaper. And my pair and my Gangston knight. All right, let's go back to normal. Man, I played the American attack and now I feel like it's America getting attacked. What is this? Look at these pawns. At least my bishop is happy, kind of. These bishops might be traded soon. I'm realizing I'm going to have to go in about 10 to 15 minutes. I have plans in the real world. This game should be over by then, I think. Okay, we're definitely in the middle game now. Although I still haven't castled. holding off on castling. It's cool to see the variety of moves. One person wanted king g8, previous position. Okay, it's time to attack. And be a patriot. g4, h4. I guess all of chat is basically stream sniping me right now. But I can reverse stream snipe chat and see what moves are likely to come. h5 may be coming. Wow. Wow. Preventing g4. Alright, always play f3. No, let's castle queenside. This is going to be super sharp. Like, I want to attack here. Some people want to attack on the queen side. Don't hurt me too much, though. Oh, there is a very strong move for black, which I should say thank you for not playing. Knight e4, I think, would have been crushing, hitting this and this. So let's play f3 now. Rook c8 was a fine move. King is on the half-open file. I like f3, though. Preventing knight e4. I want to play g4. Good luck stopping g4 now. Wow, a lot of people wanting to play h4. Wow. So now if I play g4, there's en passant. Very clever. Alright, let's play g4 anyway. I wonder how many people are going to type en passant in chat, not understanding notation. Or maybe just mimicking me. Okay, let's pre-move this. Yeah, it's still really sharp. H-file's open now. I don't think black is capable of stopping g4 now. It was a valiant effort to play h5, h4, but yeah, good luck. Obese Reese says d4. I think illegal moves probably won't be accepted. Rook h2, okay, kind of scary. It would be cool if this bot could have a rating. Like the collective nature of Twitch chat. And so far, I guess Elo is like maybe around 1900 to 2000. Playing sensible moves. Wow. That move was unexpected. How do I punish it? I really want to punish that move. I'll play queen g5. I think maybe I just play g4. Actually, I'm going to start with rook h8. That was a nice gift. Rook comes in. There's one legal move. Only 8 people voted for rook g2. It narrowly edged out rook h1. So knight g8's the only legal move. I'm going to follow up with probably g4? Although maybe rook h1. Play rook h1. Yeah, difficult position for black. The American attack seems to be working. A lot of different moves being suggested now. I don't know. Oh, f6. I feel like a disappointed teacher. Like I've always praised Connect 4 and always play f6. One person says we won. GG chat. Oh, I feel so bad, but no mercy. Okay. Happy birthday, America. If this goes on YouTube, I better like end the stream, download the VOD, and edit the video and export it and upload and post it before midnight. But happy July 4th. Can we get some confetti? Maybe some fireworks later. If you ban everyone who suggests bad moves, chat could win. That's actually a great idea. That's like evolution, natural selection, Darwinism. I'll save that idea for the future.